Be a light unto yourself. A profound lesson from Buddha. One peaceful evening, as the golden hues of the setting sun painted the sky, Buddha sat quietly beneath a large tree. Around him, his devoted disciples listened attentively, their faces calm and serene. Yet, among them, one disciple looked troubled. His eyes were filled with worry, and his brows furrowed in deep thought. Finally, unable to contain his concern, he spoke. "Master, one day, when you are no longer with us, how will we navigate the darkness of this world? How can we find the path to enlightenment?" Buddha remained silent for a moment. Then, with a gentle smile, he said, "Let me tell you a story. The story of two travelers. Long ago, in a small village nestled between rolling green hills, two travelers set out on a long journey toward a distant city. Though strangers, they walked together along the same road, sharing conversations and hopes for the journey ahead. As the day drew to an end, the sun began to set, and darkness started creeping in. The two travelers arrived at a small roadside inn to rest. That evening, a lamp seller came by, offering oil lamps for sale. The first traveler thought to himself, "The road ahead will be dark. Without a lamp, I may lose my way." Without hesitation, he purchased a lamp and filled it with oil, preparing for his journey through the night. The second traveler, observing this, had a different thought. "Why should I spend money on a lamp when I can simply follow him and use his light?" So, he decided not to buy one, believing that walking behind the first traveler would be enough. When the night fell. As the last traces of daylight faded, the night became pitch black. The two travelers resumed their journey, with only the soft glow of the small lamp illuminating the path ahead. They walked through dense forests where the trees stood tall and silent, their shadows stretching endlessly into the darkness. The eerie sounds of insects and distant animals filled the air. Eventually they reached a crossroads. The first traveler stopped, looked at the paths before him, and then took the road leading toward his destination. His lamp flickered in the distance as he disappeared into the night. The second traveler, now standing alone, suddenly realized his mistake. His path was different from the first traveler's, but now, without a lamp of his own, he was engulfed in complete darkness. He hesitated. He tried to step forward, but every move was filled with uncertainty. He couldn't see what lay ahead, perhaps a deep hole, a fallen tree, or a wild animal waiting in the shadows. Fear crept in. After stumbling blindly in the dark, he realized that he could go no further. With no other choice, he climbed a tree and spent the entire night there, alone, cold, and surrounded by the unsettling sounds of the wilderness. He had lost precious time simply because he had relied on another's light instead of carrying his own. Buddha's teaching. Buddha finished the story and looked at his disciple. Then, in a calm and wise voice, he said, "This is why I always tell you, be a light unto yourself. Do not depend on others to guide you through the darkness of life. Others may show you the way, but only you can walk the path." The disciple sat in deep thought. In that moment, he understood. His master could show him the path to enlightenment, but the journey itself was his own to take. A lesson for life. If we reflect on this story, we can see how deeply it applies to our own lives. How many of us live like the second traveler, relying on others to lead the way instead of taking responsibility for our own journey? Success, whether in work, education, or personal growth, never comes from merely following in someone else's footsteps. A great teacher may guide you. A wise mentor may inspire you. But if you do not take action, if you do not light your own lamp, the road ahead will always remain dark. Be a light unto yourself. Carry your own lamp, because in the end, no one can walk the journey for you.